an 11-year-old. The stats against him, no 11-year-old has won this race since 1995. 2 is Stormes, the mount of Roddy Green. L'Aventure, the Welsh national winner, is the mount of Liam Hurd. Baron Windrush is ridden by Carl Llewellyn, and Osmosis by informed jockey Richie McGrath. Last year's winner, Filson Run, is number 6 on the card and is the mount of Paul Carberry, who rode him to success 12 months ago. Marcus du Burlay is the mount of David Casey, and Control Man Visored, and now ridden by Tony McCoy. Willie John Daly is ridden by Richard Johnson, and Polar Red by Tom Scudamore. 11 is Eskimo Pie, who's the mount of Paddy Brennan, had his first winner at the festival this week. 12 is GVA Island, the 5-to-1 market leader under Ruby Walsh. Robbo is the mount of James Reevely, who gets to claim the £10 allowance. Victory Gunner, ridden by Christian Williams, and Brave Spirit, who's got the blinkers on for the first time, is the mount of Joe Tizard. And as we get down right to the bottom of the weights, we've got King Bee, the mount of Mark Bradburn. Trust Fund, who was unlucky here last time when falling over 3¼ miles. Robert Walford rides him. And Worldwide Web on market leader, easing out a fraction from 4s on course. 13-2 second best King Bee. Trust Fund is an 8-to-1 chance. Last year's winner Filson Run 17-2 and being backed was as big as 10s. It's 10-1 for Osmosis and Marcus du Burlay. 12's Baron Windrush. 14-1 Eskimo Pie. That was the mover this morning from as big as 22-1, and 16-1 bar those. Robert.
It's all but 4¼ miles in front of them. For this, the John Smiths Midlands Grand National, and in the early exchanges, the red sleeves and cap of GVA Island show prominently on the inside. Control Man sit 1 and 2 out wide. Osmosis in a share of the lead. Just behind these, we've got Brave Spirit with L'Aventure runs the rail, a half in front of King Bee, who's in a good position. Eskimo Pie a bit frisky at the start, but settle in a midfield role now. The one that's a little bit detached and they haven't got to the first fence yet is Robbo, but he often can get a long way down. Polar Red at the rear of the main group as well. So they come down towards the first fence, over which Control Man comes for a share of the lead, and over which all are safe. Control Man, Osmosis, GVA Island. Then we've got L'Aventure with King Bee prominent. The Bajan Bannock goes the shortest way. Wider on the course is Victory Gunner, and these are just in front of Eskimo Pie. Willie John Daly a little bit down the back. So too is Marcus du Burlay, with on the inside of that one Trust Fund. And at the rear of the field, Polar Red and Tom Scudamore have parted company. Horse and jockey are okay. Polar Red out of the race. Head away towards fence number 3, over which GVA Island comes up to renew for the lead here. And as they come to the top of the hill on the far side, GVA Island together with Osmosis, the grey out wide, and through on the inside with the white cap L'Aventure and with the red visors Control Man. 4 across the track here. Attended then by King Bee with the Bajan Bandit on the inside. Wide of these goes Eskimo Pie and then Brave Spirit, with Victory Gunner wide on the course, giving a lead to Worldwide Web. Old Stormer's already being ridden along, getting a little bit detached, that one, but not as bad as Robbo. So they turn out of the back straight having jumped 4, and on so doing it's going to be Control Man that just has the lead. Control Man with the advantage to GVA Island. Osmosis is wide on the course making a wave of 3. L'Aventure is in a shared 4th with Eskimo Pie and the Bajan Bandit, showing just in front of Brave Spirit and Worldwide Web and Victory Gunner and Willie John Daly. Then King Bee has just been shuffled down the pack a little bit. Baron Windrush is in arrears as they take the first in the home straight for the first time. That was fence number 5. Down towards the 6th, which is the open ditch, and it's Osmosis out wide, the grey. On the left of runners as they come to take the ditch, Control Man on the right, GVA Island between that pair. At the rear, Stormers being ridden along. Baron Windrush is biding his time. So to the other grey in the race, Marcus du Burlay and David Casey. Head down towards the 3rd fence in the home straight for the first time. Coming into it now, and Control Man, GVA Island, Osmosis still sit 1, 2 and 3. The Bajan Bandit, L'Aventure and Eskimo Pie 4, 5 and 6. Victory Gunner showing in 7, then Brave Spirit 8. Marcus du Burlay is in 9th and King Bee 10th. Baron Windrush on the inside of runners as they come up past us with 2 circuits to go. They've completed a lap of the red track here, and as they come up past us, it's Osmosis, and up with the pace now, Victory Gunner, the red cap, with GVA Island and Control Man. 4 across the track as they head out into the country for the second time. The Bajan Bandit, L'Aventure, who's close up for her, and then we've got Eskimo Pie, attended by Brave Spirit. King Bee's got a rail position now. Marcus du Burlay and Worldwide Web are out wide. Still Storm is ridden along at the back. And also in arrears is Robbo. Head down towards fence number 9, coming into it now. 4 virtually in the air together there. And Control Man in a good rhythm. Storm is awkward at the back, but Control Man on a good rhythm here, the inside. 2 out wide, Osmosis sitting 1 and 2. Marcus de Burley getting a little bit closer. Victory Gunner, GVA Island is bang there. L'Aventure is no more than 2 lengths off the pace. Eskimo Pie in green running a brave race. In behind these comes Brave Spirit, with making a bit of ground on the inside. Filson Run now, together with Baron Windrush and Willie John Daly. Still plenty to play for, not halfway yet. And so they head away past the dog leg down towards the next plain fence on the far side, over which Control Man led. A little bit awkward there was Brave Spirit. Control Man on the inside. Out wide is Osmosis under Richard McGrath there, 1, 2 and 2. Sitting in third is GVA Island, and that's been in the vanguard throughout. On the end of the Bajan Bandit back in the picture. L'Aventure is there, so too Victory Gunner. World Wide Web creeping closer. Marcus de Burley, Willie John Daly, and then Filson running, getting closer. The inside of Baron Windrush. But a whole host of chances that they come to the top of the hill for the second time. And even old Robbo starting to pick up. He could be going past Storm Edge very soon as they turn out of the back straight. But it's Control Man under Tony McCoy with the advantage here. 2 Osmosis out wide and GVA Island. And these 3 have forced the issue throughout. The Bajan Bandit, Tony Dobbin the inside of L'Aventure and Eskimo Pie across the track. And then behind these, we've got World Wide Web. After that one, Marcus de Burley, the second grey, with the cheek pieces on the outside of runners as they come down the home run. Baron Windrush gets closer. Filson Run goes extremely well. Then Brave Spirit behind these. Storm is ridden along, and old Robbo is getting closer down towards the ditch for the second time. And as they come into it, it's Control Man, the inside. Control Man, GVA Island. And at the rear of the field, Robbo made a bit of a mistake there. Osmosis still out wide. Down the straight to what will be the second last next time round. Coming into it. And it's GVA Island. Probably just with a share of the lead to Control Man, the inside. Eskimo Pie gets into this. Here comes L'Aventure, the white cap, still very wide is Osmosis. Richard McGrath picking that one's ground very wide. This will be the last next time round. And so 9 from the finish, still 5 in line now. And as they come up past us with a circuit to go in the John Smith's Midland Grand National, on the inside, Control Man, out wide Osmosis, GVA Island. Then we have in the green jacket, in a prominent position, Eskimo Pie. These just in front of L'Aventure, Marcus de Burley, the Bajan Bandit, and then Baron Windrush, World Wide Web, followed by Brave Spirit. King B ridden along. Filson Run is biding his time under Paul Carberry. Came from the back to win last time. He's about 12 lengths off the pace, which is still being shared. And GVA Island is still one of those leaders. So too Control Man the inside, and so too is Osmosis. All these on a good rhythm as they head out into the country for the final time. Marcus de Burley is getting into this. Eskimo Pie gets reminders. L'Aventure, the mare, is there with chances. The Bajan Bandit, the inside. Tony Dobbins scraped the paint throughout. Then Baron Windrush starts to make ground. On the outside comes Filson Run. After that, Brave Spirit and Victory Gunner. But it's Control Man for the pipe yard, with the share of the lead still to Osmosis and GVA Island. Head away uphill onto the far side to the 6 from the finish. Osmosis, Control Man, GVA Island 1, 2 and 3. Bit of a skirmish down the pack. The Bajan Bandit, little bit of a sufferer as Trust Fund now starts to make ground, but under pressure. Looks at the Bajan Bandit has done enough. Head towards the last on the far side, and it's Osmosis with the advantage. 2, GVA Island, Control Man on the inside. Baron Windrush and Filson Run come into this, and then L'Aventure with chances. Then Marcus de Burley and Victory Gunner back for more now. They're sorting themselves out of the top of the hill, and as they begin the turn out of the back straight, it's going to be with the red sleeves and cap, GVA Island. The grey on his outside, Osmosis. Reminders for Control Man, but what a brave race he has run. Then we've got Baron Windrush under pressure, plugging on Victory Gunner, then L'Aventure. These clear of Trust Fund and Marcus de Burley. So those who chose the outside course are looking strong now. And it's GVA Island, red sleeves and cap, to Osmosis 1 and 2. As down the straight they come for the final time. 4 from the finish this. GVA Island, Ruby Walsh. Osmosis, Richard McGrath 1 and 2. Victory Gunner, Control Man. Then Baron Windrush. Filson Run's being pulled up. Robbo continuing but tailing off. They've got 3 to jump. This is the ditch. And it's GVA Island with Osmosis for company. GVA Island goes well. GVA Island and Ruby Walsh into the lead. Back in second place now is Osmosis, who's running a brave race. They come down towards a second from the finish. And it's GVA Island on the right, Osmosis on the left, and at the second last is only a neck in it. GVA Island, lightweight, Osmosis up in the weights. They're 15-20 clear of Victory Gunner and Controlman and L'Aventure. They've got one more fence to jump in the John Smith's Midland Grand National. On the right in red, GVA Island with a 3-length call. And as they race inside the 150 yards, it's GVA Island. Another big race win, but Ruby Walsh inside here. And the flood team, it's GVA Island to the line. And GVA Island wins the race. Osmosis in second, L'Aventure takes third, Victory Gunner 4, Trust Fund 5, and it'll be tied for 6, possibly Old Robbo on the line in 6th.
GVA Islands travelled like a 2-miler against Plodders, 5-1 favoured. Osmosis battled on well at 9-1. L'Aventure third, 16-1. Victory Gunner in fourth at 25-1. Winning distances 4 and 14 lengths, all 18.